Hey there, knife fans. Love Them Knives channel and LTK here to talk to you about a knife that I got in the mail. And it is one badass knife. Let's get it out. Ugh. Ugh. It's from Medford Knife Company, and oh my God, I've just been laughing my butt off. It's so funny. You got to check this out. You got to pause and read this whole thing. I know Greg Medford wrote this damn thing. I know he did. It's so funny. Oh, what is it like? Like down here, like if you want man jewelry, go buy a ring. No throwing. Love you, knife nuts, Craig. Oh my God, it's just you start doing this, and we will kick your butt. I love this stuff. He's crazy. I'm gonna put a link to the video he does on this knife because he's completely lost touch with all reality. It's fun. He's a crazy animal, and here it comes his knife, and wow. Yes, I had to take out a mortgage on my house to get this. And so you got the dog tag, Medford Knife Company. There you go. Got his phone number on it. 100% real made USA. You know, you see his videos. He got the Marine Corps flag back behind him. Marine, ex-Marine. Man, he gives you a woof. That baby is a case. And here comes the knife. And this is the Gigantes, as he calls it. Gigantes. I call it the Gigantes. He calls it Gigantes. So that's what it is. It's Gigantes. Because I live close enough to his shop, he could drive up here and kick my ass. So I'm calling it what he's calling it, the Gigantes. And he... This is a huge knife. I don't know. I should have backed my camera up further because it barely gets into the picture. Yes, it is Gigantes. It is. Whoa. It's a big ass knife. They got their moniker on here and not a whole lot more. So if you guys don't like your blades junked up with a lot of information, baby, you have come to the right train stop for that. This thing is not too... I heard somebody talk about one knife they put, I guess it was like, yeah, it was like ZT or something. They put their logo on the pocket clip, and one guy goes, "Oh, that's just crazy. Why would they do that? Just destroys the knife." No, it does not. It's fine. It is just fine. So this is a titanium frame lock flipper. It is a large knife. Large knife meaning big. Like this is your CRKT fossil that almost fits inside the handle of this knife. It's this is not the large fossil, but it is. Is it big? Yeah, it's big. It's really big. 3.5-inch blade, gigantic blade. They say it's 5-inch blade. Damn, I gotta check this out. I had my tape in the studio room, so I hadn't measured it out. But yeah, it's all of 5 inches, which is like 13 centimeters. Yeah, 28 centimeters overall length. Oh, 11 inch. What? It's not a foot long? Damn. Well, this is a tiny knife then. It's only 11 inches long. Jeez, there's room in my pocket for pocket lint, maybe. That's about it. And, you know, in his video, you got to look at that because, okay, 5 millimeter. It's just shy. It's a 3/16 blade, so it's, thickness. So, yeah, he didn't make it a full 1/4 inch, and, you know, he had some people wanting him to, and he goes, nah, it just doesn't work with that. It's just a little overdone. So this is a 0.19 and, you know, 0.250 would be 1/4 inch stock. So this is thick stock on this. And this is a PVD coated blade. So it's a PVD coated. That's what it is. That's what it says. In PVD coating terms, it's a physical, it's something. You want to read about PVD? There you go. PVD. Physical vapor deposition. Okay, and you can pause and read this using cathartic arc and electron beam sources. And yes, too late. You should have read it. You can always pause, go back. But it's a coated blade. So it's done in a vacuum, and it's done in several different ways, possibly, but it bonds with the metal, and there you go. And this is titanium, obviously. These little doggies here are titanium. If I can get my magnet unstuck from everything else it's stuck to. See, there's nothing here. And you can feel a little magnetism through here, but you're feeling the blade through here. But this is titanium hardware, just like he says in his own video. I mean, he made the knife, so I'm going to go with what he said. Yeah, it's 11 inches long, folks. It's a 5-inch blade, so it's a 6-inch handle. And this thing has got to be a chunk of change, and it is. It's a chunk of change in the hand. It's over 6/10 of an inch, so it's not incredible. I mean, you know, I think my large cleaver is 3/4 because everything's a 1/4 inch on it. But these slabs are the same as they're 3/16 clear across, so 16 millimeters wide. So you know, it's not stupid wide, but it's a handful, and it really actually feels really good in the hand. It's a lot of blade to flip, but it does it on phosphor bronze washers, and it works. Don't ask me why he didn't put bearings on here. I guess that's not the way he rolls. And these washers, they polish up with use over time, and they get smoother and smoother. And so, yeah, it's kind of maybe a non-issue to a degree. Also, you've got a D2 blade, and you've got a titanium frame lock bar. I'm not detecting any kind of lock stick on here at all. And if you look at this, you'll see how, this is the part that when you open the knife, this is what engages with the lock bar here. So you'll see that it's cut at an angle here. So it's not a complete squared off deal there, but see how that kind of goes like that? So it can migrate over time, which he talks about in his video. It can migrate, but it's gonna be a while because it's going uphill. This lock bar, as it's going across, it's climbing that hill, so it's gonna have to deposit and wear some metal off just to migrate across there. So I don't think that's a huge issue. And, 10 years from now or 20 years from now, if it becomes, it'll just lock up a little further across. But hard to say that would ever be a problem. But not in the near future, my friends. Not in the near future. So I think they put a pretty good edge on them. I took out a piece of paper and, it was... These are really sharp D2 blades, really nice. Oh God, where's my cloth now? Got to wipe off the stuff. Okay, back to normal. It came with a little bit of kind of real light coating on the blade because it's D2. It's not completely rust-free type steel. It can rust. And so in his instructions here, he gives you that information. Oh, I'm going to show you the rest of the good stuff that comes with it here. I mean, hell, we might as well get some traction out of this knife. Boys, we done spent the budget here. Care and maintenance. Things not to do. Heavy prying, hammering. You know, please don't beat the blade through an oak tree with a sledgehammer. You know, other metal objects can scratch the tie, obviously. That kind of thing. You know, and they're talking about the different steels that they might possibly use on their blades. They're talking about the D2 here. And that kind of thing. And he signs it and dates it. This was made January 31st of 2017, which is only about a month and a half ago. So that works for me. And, yes, you can see through this. His card. Is that cool? That rounds out the goodie bag right here. He kind of slid it right in here. So you got all that. You got your silica gel, the dog tag, and a really rough, tough box. But that's one hell of a blade. Oh, but hold on. Because I got something else I got to show you. So, yeah, you know, I have no idea how much I was drinking the day I ordered these. Oh my God. This may not have been the swiftest move in the whole cloud, but in any case, yes, I got 2 of these. That was brilliant. Nothing like checking out the entire, and they're both Gigantes knives, and you know, you get the paperwork as we've seen. And how is this one? Well, this is flamed. Yeah. I thought that it would be interesting. I just thought it'd be cool to get 2 of them and see what they're like. This one I have not opened and closed more than like 3 times since I got it. So it is, you could tell, after you've done it a few times. See, watch this. Bam. This one, you got to use a little wrist, like I just did. Knock that paper off. Because if you don't, it's not coming all the way. Yeah, because, you know, this one needs to be opened, it needs to be worn in, broke in, little by little. And if you'll notice, yeah, you still got some oil that he put on the blade, because I haven't really messed with this at all, this flamed one. And I don't want to wipe all protection off, but I do want to make it a little bit more presentable for the camera. Flamed. Crazy thick. Over 6/10 of an inch thick. Feels good in the hand, but you know, this is, I mean, there's my hand. I don't have little 5-year-old girl hands either. So, I mean, you know, you got room. You got real estate. And you know what? Reverse grip feels really good. I don't think your hand's going to slide off of here either if you're doing piercing chores in the reverse grip. I think you're in good shape here. You know, sometimes people cut their hands when they're when they're piercing. I don't know what you're going to pierce, but I'm leaving that one up to your own. That large buffalo that's charging at you or whatever. So this one, yeah, a little bit, you know, got to wear in a little bit more. And yeah, but the flamed is nice, isn't it? But I thought getting 2 of them, you kind of compare one to the other. They both have the PVD coated. And these are not custom knives. I mean, he does different things with, you know, on request, on custom type things. So, but these are very nice. And they come in a beautiful case. They are a true one-handed knife. I love the harpoon style blade. Very thick, heavy, very sharp. And maybe we ought to go around with this one too. Oh, yeah. It's all good in the neighborhood. Yes, it is. Wipe her down a little bit. But yeah, I just thought that these would be fun to look at. I've never had a Medford knife in my hands. And I just thought, I got to do this. Actually, you watch his video. I'm going to leave the link on there because he's a character. And, you know, he puts this in his pocket, in his jeans pocket, and it fits in the jeans pocket. So, and I don't doubt that because I've had a Darryl Ralph Cuda Max. It's a 5.5-inch blade, and I had that in my pocket, although the Cuda Max was not that thick. Okay, it was like a lot thinner. So yeah, this is a chunk of change, but no, I mean lengthwise in your pocket, it will fit, and it really it's not that evident once in your pocket. It's amazing. You got jeans on, that kind of thing. So he talks about bringing this to the office, and if somebody needs to open an envelope, you just he goes, and the Democrats will pee themselves. And oh my God, he's a political animal, that's for sure. And I enjoy his sense of humor and his personality. But wow, these are great knives. His shop is in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and wow. Last I knew, he was headed over to the European big conference over the big show there that they have, and I can't remember what its name is, but there's a big outdoor, thing like the SHOT Show over there in Europe, although that's probably happened and been done, and he's probably home by now. But in any case, harpoon style blade, D2, titanium hardware, titanium frame lock, flipper. And, what he has done here is he's skeletonized the flipper tab. He's put some jimping here, but it's not so aggressive like he says it's going to tear your pocket up when you put the knife in your pocket. Obviously, you probably need to formulate some way if you want to take this apart. He discourages you from doing so. It's set up. These things are centered. They're set. He's saying, if they aren't just, flipping wild, I guess, right? They break in over time. So just leave them alone. He discourages you from putting any kind of solvents or really putting more than like a single drop of light oil on them at all. So he's like, leave them alone. And just with normal usage and over time, they'll be easier as far as deployment. And this one already is. So, I totally believe him. And maybe not having the bearings, there's always that argument. You got flat washers. There's not as accessible for things to get into that mechanism and gunk it up. So you really don't have as much exposure to debris getting in there. So maybe there's the thinking behind that. In any case, these are large knives, and they are incredible to handle. They're just a great knife. They come with great presentation. That one's still a little stiff, and this one, you'll see. And I'll tell you what, this almost begs for. There's a big canvas there. You could do some really cool anno stuff with this. That would be fun. And I've seen some of them that have, and I think that's really cool. But yeah, that one and this one, this is the flamed. And then, there's some that are non-coated blades that he makes. So it's a mixed bag of different types of things. The standoffs are very minimal here. I mean, you're not having a lot of hardware sunk all along like some knives. It's very open. But I mean, you could run over this damn thing with a Mack truck and not mess with it at all. I mean, it's getting better. This is getting smoother as I'm just doing this now. So there you go. I love them. I'll tell you what. Go check him out on YouTube. I don't know. I didn't see much else on YouTube other than Greg doing his own. And this was October of 2015. And he had one that had ribbed, sculpted handles on it. And it was not a PVD coated blade. This one's really kicking butt now. So this one I think will warm up very quickly. Amazing how quickly they start responding and loosening up on you. But this is a long-term deal. This is a knife that should last you a long, long time. And I like the big knives. I mean, look at this. Look at this code 4. Right? Cold steel, code 4. Whew. Yeah, it's just... Yeah. And this is a good-sized carry knife. This is no schmuck. And but if you line up the pivots, there you go. So you've got a big difference in the blade length. You've got a big difference in the handle length. I mean, if you've got an 8.5-inch overall knife, that's a big knife. This is 11. So, I mean, it's just a huge difference. It's crazy. Thanks for hanging around. Oh, crap. Do you think we ought to maybe find out if they really are 11 ounces? Because that's what they say. They're 11 ounces. So let's find out if that's true. And first of all, I got to back my whole scale off because I had the knife sitting on there. So now I got to zero it out. I like this tumbled handle. It's a blank slate, though. I think it could really, be cool with a little bit of pimping. Wow, it's not quite 11, is it? It's close, though. It's really close. 310 grams. Wow. 120, 111. That's about double your normal EDC. But not quite 11 ounces, according to this. 308. 10.9. Almost there. Almost there. Wow. I don't know. What do you think? I was impressed. I really was. Medford Knife and Tool. Big knife. Comes in a really cool box with their logo and everything on it. And you know what? This knife does not fit into that box. See that? It doesn't fit in that box. You have to go corner to corner. And then just barely. And then just barely. You got to go corner to corner with that knife. It's amazing. It's just, when it came, it was like, just like that. It had to go like that. It will not fit that way. Just won't. Oh, wow. That thing came out. It was crazy. And I was laughing because I read his letter here, Octung, and he's quite a personality. Don't soak that knife. Pretty cool. Gotta go see his shop sometime. I don't live that far away. It'd be a blast. I need to get a hold of him sometime. Never talked to him or his wife. And wow, would that be a trip? That'd be a fun trip to Phoenix. Take care, guys. It's a big knife. I warned you. Stuff was coming, and here it is. and it's crazy big and crazy good. It's the Gigantes, or Gigantes. Just remember, Gigantes. Yes. Good knives. Tough. And we love them because we love them knives. Yes, we do. Thank you.